It's about history. It's about food. It's about dance. It's about people. But mostly, it's about music.
It's just happy music. You get that 2/4 beat going and you just want to dance and you want to have a good time.
People flock by the thousands to the numerous festivals around the country. Proof that Americans have a passion for polka. Tonight we'll bring you Carl and the Country Dutchman, and Grammy Award winners Eddie Blazanczek and Polka Family, three bands that are breaking the old stereotypes of Oompa and Lawrence Welk.
This is not your grandparents' music anymore. I mean, it's really changed, it's evolved, and it's grown into something that's really cool.
Polka music was born in the heart of Europe. Eddie Blazanczek's parents immigrated from the hills of Poland, where the music was embraced with a special passion. Since then, Eddie B has dominated the field in Polish-style polka for more than 40 years.
When you're feeling down and out and need some cheering up, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. Get on out and listen to your favorite polka band. It's guaranteed to help you chase away the blues. We're gonna have a polka celebration. You bring your friends out and I'll bring mine. We're gonna have a polka celebration. We're gonna party and have a good time.
It wasn't always polka music driving Eddie Blazanczek's band.
Before polka music, it was rock and roll. I went under the name of Eddie Bell and the Bel Airs. And we had one hit. It was Hi-O Silver. And we did the American Bandstand show with Dick Clark. My mother couldn't stand it when I was playing rock and roll. She said, why don't you get out of this weird music and go back where your roots are, into the Polish vein. So I came back into it, and I'm glad I did.
Numer, kład nasza kawiarnia, 50 numer, kład nasza kawiarnia, a tam w tej kawiarni muzyczka pięknie gra i tam mój kolega wesoło zaśpiewa i tam mój kolega wesoło zaśpiewa. Tu zeszli, bawmy się wesoło, bierzmy się za ręce, obróćmy się w koło, bierzmy się za ręce, obróćmy się w koło. Czy jasna dziewczyna, co ja z nią tańcuję, jak się z nią wykręcę, to ją pocałuję, jak się z nią wykręcę, to ją pocałuję. dziewczyna przyjazunaczyja, coś jej czerwieni, łatwara lub szyja, coś jej czerwieni, łatwara lub szyja. Prowadziłbym cię, dziewczyno, do domu, żeby to dla ciebie, żeby to nikomu, żeby to dla ciebie, żeby to nikomu. Hop, 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 łopa.
My earliest memory of polka music was the first time I saw little Wally in person. I just about flipped out. He was singing and he had the crowd right in the palm of his hand. And I said, someday I'm going to do that.
When I was just a little boy, my father said to me, come sit beside me, son, and tell me what you'd like to be. I thought a while and then I knew just what I'd really like to do. I smiled at Dad, and this is what I said. I wanna be a polka hero. I wanna be a polka star. Chciałbym ja grać polską muzykę in the ballrooms and the clubs of cities near and far. Sometime later on, I joined the little polka band. Concertina, trumpet, drums, and just one music stand. People came from miles around to listen to our happy sound. When they'd ask, I'd tell them once again, I wanna be a polka hero. I wanna be a polka star. Chciałbym ja grać polską muzykę in the ballrooms and the clubs of cities near and far. As the years went by, our band became one of the best. We played Detroit, Buffalo, Chicago, and the West. Fans would come to hear us play that Chicago Putnoogie way. When they'd ask, I tell them once again, I wanna be a polka hero. I wanna be a polka star. Chciałbym ja grać polską muzykę in the ballrooms and the clubs of cities near and far. Now I am a polka star, the leader of a band. Radio and TV shows, fan clubs throughout the land. This music has been good to me. It's what I love to do, you see. Let me tell you once more, if I can. It's great to be a polka hero. It's great to be a polka star. Będę wam grał polską muzykę in the ballrooms and the clubs of cities near and far. Hop, 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 whoppa!
Eddie Blazanczek's polka heroes came from a simpler time, a time when Sunday dinners were a must and the American family could often be found gathered around the radio for the evening's entertainment. At this time in Milwaukee, many young musicians were sharpening their skills. Accordion skills, that is. Thousands of kids in this industrial city were learning the accordion. Chances are, they were taking lessons from one of the many shops set up by Guy and Thomas Laduca.
They bought a building on North Avenue, and that was the beginning of what would become one of the largest accordion schools in the country. They had a staff of 47 teachers and 1,900 private students a week.
Teaching accordion was only the tip of the iceberg for these young entrepreneurs.
My dad could see that there was going to now be a shortage of accordions because they had so many students. Every kid and their brother or sister were, wanted in on this thing. It was the trend. And so my dad thought that he better go to the source, which is Italy. No one factory made a big impression on him because certain guys really knew how to make bellows and certain other manufacturers really were good at reeds, but no one was putting it all together. So he decided he would make an attempt to work with the best of all of these manufacturers. That ended up being the Laduca accordion.
The craftsmanship behind the Laduca accordion was handed down from generation to generation. Tom Laduca learned early on that if you build an instrument right, there's no telling how long it will last.
Back in the late 30s, my father worked as an apprentice to his uncles, the Patty brothers. He eventually finished this one accordion that he was so proud of, but before you knew it, his uncle has sold it for several $100. And what my father remembers is how much love he put into that. It was a real labor of love. But then, boom, it was gone. Well, 50 years later, right in this building, the elevator doors opened up, and this man came off the elevator holding an accordion case. My cousin saw the name Patty Brothers on it. He said, Uncle Tom, I think you should come and look at this accordion. My dad looked at the accordion, grabbed a hold of the rail, and his jaw dropped and said, I made that accordion. He said, whatever he wants for it, I'd like that accordion back. And so it returned from whence it came.
Though the Laducas have expanded their business to include winemaking and the manufacturing of instrument stands and accessories, they've never forgotten the old shop on North Avenue.
There is the voice of Tom and Guy, I think, in the back of our consciousness that says, do something with these accordions.
Family tradition also runs strong with the Blazanczeks.
You know, the neighborhood I grew up with was kind of an ethnic community, so it was maybe half Hispanic, half Polish. So you had a lot of mariachi music, you had a lot of Polish polka music. There was a lot of that stuff going on.
The ethnic music has always been a big part of Ed Jr.'s life. Perhaps it was inevitable that he would accept the musical torch from his father.
I was hoping all along that he would. He's opening up a lot of new avenues for the band, and I'm glad it's happening because that was my dream, to always get this band in front of audiences where we've never played.
Right now we're going to do a tune that we recorded on our Polka Fireworks album, and this is one called The Wheel of Fortune Polka. I sent the tune right out to her the first day that we met. She said, "You're great, I love you, you're the best that I've heard yet." Then someone said, "Don't listen, Ed, she's gonna do you wrong." She said the thing blushes her when they played her a song. Love is like the wheel of fortune spinning round and round. One day you're way up on top, the next you're on the ground. All love abounds with ups and downs, and this one's not the end. I'll pick me up, I'll dust me off, and bounce right back again. I'll pick me up, I'll dust me off, and bounce right back again. She's gone and I'm alone, and from the way I feel, it's hard for me to realize our love was never real. But I'll give love another chance, like someone said to do. I'll try again, maybe then my next love will be true. Love is like a wheel of fortune spinning round and round. One day you're way up on top, the next you're on the ground. All love abounds with ups and downs, and this one's not the end. I'll pick me up, I'll dust me off, and bounce right back again. I'll pick me up, I'll dust me off, and bounce right back again. Polka Fireworks, and the tune was Wheel of Fortune Polka. And here we go with one called the Mountaineers Polka, the Góralsko Polka. Seguro, hej spod samoczki kader, hej dystycznie wykonko, hej wygłały są wiater, hej zahucały góry, hej zaszumiały lasy, hej gdzieś się podziały, hej moje młode czasy. polka. In Polish, the Góralsko-Polka. Right now we're going to do a tune that was a big hit for us back in the 1970s. And we're going to start it off with Eddie Blazanczek Jr. on the concertina. We're going to add a little bit of gas to it with a little bit of accordion from Eric Noltkamper. And we got to give it that old drum beat, so we're going to put Johnny Pilch to work back there on the drums. And we got to give it some bottoms, so we're going to add the bass with Nigel Kurgel. And we're going to decorate the top of it with a little bit of clarinet. And the tune goes something like this. We got on trumpet Richie Coyce with the Versatones. Tune goes something like this. Trawka rośnie na moście, pod mostem lilia. Hej, hej! Jak muzykanci grają, to każdy se wybija. Hej, hej! Jak muzykanci grają, to każdy se wybija. Raz, dwa! Rośnie na moście, pod mostem lilia. Hej, hej! Jak muzykanci grają, to każdy se wybija. Hej, hej! Jak muzykanci grają, to każdy se wybija. Hej, hej! I oby ty zatańczył, ale jestem kulawy. Hej, hej! Siedzę smutny, nie mogę podnieść się tu z tej ławy. Hej, hej! Siedzę smutny, nie mogę podnieść się tu z tej ławy. Hop, 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 łopa! Jest tu Bartek Woźnica, w ogniście se tańcuje. Czy tu wuja spocił się i koszulę zdejmuje. Czy tu wuja spocił się i koszulę zdejmuje. Ranek jak się łopije, śpiewa Wojtana Dana. Muzycy nie przestają, grają sobie do rana. Muzycy nie przestają, grają sobie do rana. To ci grają wesoło muzykanci, młodzi chłopcy. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Right now we've got the dance hall polka.
Elvis may have been the king of rock and roll, but Carl Hartwick holds the torch in the Dutchmen-Polka arena. The reaction of this crowd is evidence of his popularity.
Is everybody happy?
Carl's German-American Dutchman-style polka began evolving in the rural upper Midwest 80 years ago. It's been delighting audiences, young and old, ever since.
So you've heard this one before, huh?
that part.
Watching Carl play, it's hard to believe that he doesn't read music.
My band instructor always said, yeah, you gotta read the notes, you gotta read the notes. I said, I can't, they go by too quick. So I just play by ear all the time. Well, it was told me that the concertinas and button boxes were about the same as a fiddle to play, which is supposed to be one of the hardest instruments in the world. I don't know, I guess if you grow up with it, it really isn't that hard, but it kind of falls into place.
Tony Kaminsky.
To some, Carl's instrument of choice may seem somewhat foreign. For others, it's a part of everyday life.
Art's Concertina Bar. I've known Art for at least 20 years, and we play usually 3 or 4 times a year in there, and it is a classic. If you've never been there, you gotta go.
Everybody up there.
For more than 20 years, people have poured into this bar on 37th and Burnham to relive a more simple time. Over the years, Art Altenberg, the owner of this concertina mecca, has acquired quite a collection.
Those are concertinas that I bought through the years. I have 36 on the back bar, and I own 58 altogether. So I have them in the basement, I got in the kitchen, I got them upstairs, and I got one in my bedroom. Once in a while, I can't sleep, play a tune. No matter where I go, I always have a concertina in my hands, so not lost to find one.
For Altenberg, the idea of a theme bar was not a fleeting thought. In fact, he was so serious that he had his business registered with the Patent and Trademark Office as the only concertina bar in the United States. For some, Art's Concertina Bar may be a passing fad, but for those who frequent the narrow bar on South 37th, it will continue to be the perfect getaway where time stands still if only for an evening.
Hey, it's back to Polka Passion time, folks. Polka time. Got a few requests for a little tune I wrote about 20 years ago. Here's one called The Christmas Toy Polka. Is everybody happy?
Mollie Busta is proof that polka continues to reinvigorate itself with a younger audience.
I did my thesis in college on polka. Well, polka music is just good, fun music, and it's something you have to try, and you can't judge it without doing it, just like you can't judge anything else. You gotta go give it a try and try it out for yourself, and I'm sure you'll come back. Raven Polka.
come and go, swinging the red raven polka with the sweetheart that I love so.
Hey, the Red Raven Polka. Cody. This one's going out for Jim and Annie. Yes, sir. The Blazanczeks.
When polka music crossed the Atlantic in the 1800s, it entered Mexico at about the same time it came into the United States. So it's no great surprise that when Frank Guzevich met Nellie Romero at a dance in California in 1956, his Pennsylvania Polish polka would blend with her Mexican conjunto style to create a truly all-American polka family.
We travel the country playing polka music, East Coast to West Coast and places in between. Our love for the music binds us together, and all of us are part of one big polka family. We are family, polka family. We're the best of friends getting together now and then. We are family, polka family. This is what a family's supposed to be. You travel the country supporting polka music, East Coast to West Coast and places in between. Old friends meet new friends at every destination, knowing that the parties and the good times never end. We are family, polka family. We're the best of friends getting together now and then. We are family, polka family. This is what a family's supposed to be. Everybody sing along. We are family, polka family. We're the best of friends getting together now and then. We are family,
when I became about 3 or 4, you started to realize there's something different about our family. We're not sure really what it is, but we know that we're happier than most other people.
I've been many places where I've had some fun. I traveled the highways, I followed the sun. When the day is over and I lay to rest, I dream of those hills that I love the best. Everybody, those Pennsylvania hills are calling me home. Those Pennsylvania hills where you're never alone. Those Pennsylvania hills are beckoning me. Those friendly people with their good old hospitality. I've seen all the valleys, I've been by the sea. I've traveled the flatlands in the whole country. But deep in my heart, there's a warm, piercing burn. Those Pennsylvania hills are where I'd love to return. Those Pennsylvania hills are calling me home. Those Pennsylvania hills where you're never alone. Those Pennsylvania hills are beckoning me. Those friendly people with their good old hospitality. Everybody now, go, 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 go. Od miasta do miasta ja se chodziłem. Po całym świecie szczęścia szukałem. Ale gdzie, powiedz, jak sobie byłałem. Tego mi nigdy nie zapomniałem. Te góry Pensylwanii nie bywają. Te góry Pensylwanii do mnie śpiewają. Bo tam był turbo pełno radości. Ludzie sam do siebie i żywą miłości. Those Pennsylvania hills are calling me home. Those Pennsylvania hills where you're never alone. Those Pennsylvania hills are beckoning me. Those friendly people with their good old hospitality. Okay, everybody go! 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 Go!
Having raised the children in Southern California, there's a profound Mexican influence, and you can hear that flavor in the way my son Fred plays the guitar and the way my son Hank blows the trumpet. You can hear the mariachi influence.
Yesterday she told me that she really loved me, but tonight she said she's only thinking of me. How can I convince her she's my one and only? I told that lady deep inside my heart, że mnie bardzo kocha, wczoraj mi mówiła, a dzisiaj tłumaczy, że mnie się zmieniła. Chciałbym ją przekonać, że jest dla mnie ona, że ona w mym sercu jedyna. Kasia, moja Kasia, daj serce twoje i serce za serce, tam to nie przysięgam. Hej! Go! 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 Yesterday she told me that she really loved me, but tonight she said she's only thinking of me. How can I convince her she's my one and only? Got told that lady deep inside my heart. Że mnie bardzo kocha, wczoraj mi mówiła, a dzisiaj tłumaczy, że my się zmieniła. Chciałbym ją przekonać, że jest dla mnie ona, że ona w mym sercu jedyna. Let's go! Kasia, moje Kasia, daj serce twoje i serce za serce dam tobie moje. Kasia, moje Kasia, bardzo cię kocham i wierność na wieki tobie przysięgam. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, everybody, one more time.
Watching the dance floor, one might wonder how these people can keep up this frenetic pace. You probably won't find a personal trainer. A high carbohydrate diet might have something to do with the energy level.
I can still picture my mother working laboriously over the stove, making pierogis and making gołąbki, which are the cabbage rolls, and all of the other ethnic foods. And there is something about that.
We visited Smirava's country bakery in Pulaski, Wisconsin, to try to tap in on some of these secret recipes.
Today we're going to be making punchki and pierogi. Punchki is a Polish pastry. This is an old family recipe. It's been in the family for over 75 years, 3 generations. So many times people say, well, it's a jelly donut. Well, it's not a jelly donut. It's got richer ingredients, it's made by hand, it's not cut out. That's a punchki. And we're also going to be making pierogis. Pierogis are a Polish dumpling. Pierogis are a staple or a must at any polka festival. If you're gonna make these at home, if you're gonna use a rolling pin, God bless you.
Instead of having a machine or anything, we had to roll out the dough with a rolling pin. And the dough is so elastic. It just, you roll it and it would roll back. You roll it and it would roll back, and it was just very hard.
When we had pierogis, it wasn't a side dish, it wasn't a replacement for potato, it was what we ate. Not everything is made in a factory, not everything is frozen, not everything is mass-produced. I may not master the Polish language, but I think we've mastered the pierogis and the punchki.
Come on, everybody. Keep the party going. Let's keep those hands clapping together. Ooh la la, ooh la la. 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 Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la la, ooh la la. Ooh la la, ooh la la. Ooh la la, ooh la la. Ooh la 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 la. Jak byłem młodym chłopakiem, po tańcach chodziłem, śpiewki se śpiewałem. Jak byłem młodym chłopakiem, wesołe czasy ja miałem. Oh! La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. zabawie cię widziałem i ja ciebie poznałem, ja cię polubiałem. Kiedyś będziesz moją żoną, kiedyś będziesz moją żoną. Ulala, 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 la, 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 ulala, 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 ulala. Let's go! Dziewczyna, ty zawsze śpiewała i tyś mnie kochała, jak to nigdy nie zapomnę. Kocham cię, cię serdecznie. Ulala, 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 la, 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 ulala, 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 ulala. Everybody sing along. Ulala, 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 la, 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 ulala, 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 ulala. Okay, here we go. Baritone, baritone. It's a little bit different on the end, a little bit jazzy, a little bit of scat music in the middle there, so a little bit different and contemporary. Let's get those hands clapping together. Baritone, baritone, ładnie chłopcy. All the girls say, play one for me. Baritone, baritone, ładnie chłopcy. Join the party, come dance and sing. Na naszej zabawie są przyjaciele, przy dobrej muzyce jest gości wiele. Rodzice i krewni ładnie śpiewają, a dziadek i babci na tym tańcują. Bardzo, bardzo ładnie chłopcy. All the girls say play one for me. Bardzo, bardzo ładnie chłopcy. Join the party, come dance and sing. Everybody now. Wszyscy śpiewają dana hojdana, muzykanci grają nam aż do rana. Na naszej zabawie są przyjaciele, przy dobrej muzyce jest gości wiele. Bardzo, bardzo ładnie chłopcy. All the girls say play one for me. Bardzo, bardzo ładnie chłopcy. Join the party, come dance and sing. you. Okay, we're going to do a couple of fiddle numbers here, and we'll feature Freddie on the fiddle. And we're going to start up with one that's called When I Hear the Fiddle Play, When I Hear the Fiddle Play. Okay, clap those hands, everybody together. Let's go. When I hear the fiddle play. Can I hear the fiddle play for me? Raise the bow and play the 1, 2, 3. I'm always craving the music it's making. When I hear the fiddle play for me, 'cause I'm always craving the music it's making. When I hear the fiddle play for me. Can I hear the fiddle play for me? Play a song, familiar melody. Yes, my toes are tapping. Yes, man, I'll start dancing. When I hear the fiddle play for me, my toes are tapping. Yes, man, I'll start dancing. When I hear the fiddle play for me. Can I hear the fiddle play for me? Raise the bow and play the Versatones-Carl. It gets me moving, yes, I'm always grooving. When I hear the fiddle play for me, it gets me moving, yes, I'm always grooving. When I hear the fiddle play for me. Okay, come on, let's clap those hands together. Fiddle and Freddie, play that fiddle. Hey, there we go, Freddie on the fiddle there. That's called When I Hear the Fiddle Play. Koło mego miasteczka stała młoda dziewczyna. Ej, piękna była, piękna jak laleczka, ale była za młoda. Ej, piękna była, piękna jak laleczka, ale była za młoda. Hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie dziewczynie głowę, głowa, głowa, hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie dziewczynie głowę. A ta młoda dziewczyna, taka wymalowana, hej, ciemne łoczka, piękne ciemne łoczka, młoda dziewczyna miała, hej, ciemne łoczka. wodka, making a chimney wodka. A młoda dziewczyna miała. Hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie, dziewczynie głowę, głowa, głowa, hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie, dziewczynie głowę. Młoda dziewczyna każdego chłopca psiała. 18 lat, hej, 18 lat, jeszcze ona nie miała. 18 lat, hej, 18 lat, jeszcze ona nie miała. Go! Hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie, dziewczynie głowę. Głowa, głowa, hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie, dziewczynie głowy. He's our man, he's the best throughout the land. Listen to him play his country fiddle. Fiddle and Freddie, play your song, help the beat go on and on. Everybody promenade with the fiddle. Oh, oh, oh. Fiddle, battle, fiddle, fiddle, battle, the fiddle. Wanna rising up his boat, play a song for young and old. Fiddle, battle, fiddle, fiddle, battle, the fiddle. Country melody for you. Come on now, let's stomp your shoes. Out around and listen while he plays. Okay, everybody out there in the crowd, grab a partner. Come on, promenade, grab a partner. Let's go. Woo-hoo. Promenade, promenade. Fiddle and Freddie play today. Everybody clap your hands, take a listen to our band while we have our Freddie play his fiddle. Fiddle and Freddie's got the beat, listen to him, what a treat. Everybody promenade with the fiddle. Oh, oh, oh. Fiddle, battle, fiddle, fiddle, battle, fiddle. Gonna rising up his boat, play a song for young and old. Fiddle, battle, fiddle, fiddle, battle, fiddle. Country melody for you. Come on now and stomp your shoes. Gather around and listen while we play. Come on, everybody, clap those hands together. Woo! Ha ha! Fiddle and Freddie, play that fiddle. Okay, everybody up.